Merry Christmas and happy holidays, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot for the final week of 2023. We're just going to charge up the cards and get down to business here. Don't forget to check out your rising sign forecast for additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign forecast is going to show up, and your moon sign for the less prominent, albeit still significant, side story that is also playing out throughout the course of this coming week. So let's have a look and see what is in store for you. All right, spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news from other people, challenges, and love. Okay, so for your big spiritual theme or your big focus, you've got the Three of Swords upright. This week is likely going to be one where you have to be ready to step into a lot of situations where you may have to start making some very emotionally challenging decisions or face some very emotionally challenging or emotionally charged events. The Three of Swords is a card of heartache and heartbreak and conflict and even controversy. But in this position, in the spiritual themes area, a lot of the time this is talking about you facing things that you know are already problems, but you may have been having a really hard time facing or admitting or taking on directly, whether these are things that are too painful for you to deal with, or for things, or when it comes to things that maybe you've been sort of tiptoeing around or walking on eggshells around because of or for the sake of other people. When it comes to your material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you got the Nine of Wands upright. And the Nine of Wands upright is all about a victory that is hard fought, that is hard won, that is still setting you up for success. And the Nine of Wands could indicate some help coming in your way, an important favor or an important call from a friend or an ally, or maybe even somebody unknown, could be setting you up with a lot of new security, both financial and professional. The Nine of Wands can also indicate a walling out kind of situation coming up here, where something good is actually being offered or transformed in a work or financial space for you that is walling out or closing a door or maybe repelling some kind of negative influence or hurt or burden or liability that you have been facing. And so be on the lookout for that this week. When it comes to your relationship, not really, we're skipping two cards. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Devil reversed. And so this week there may be some really good news coming your way about somebody actually taking their leave that you don't want to be in the picture anymore. Now this could be something that's a bit controversial to a certain degree. The Devil card reversed may be somebody that you have seen as an adversary or an enemy, but not everybody has. Sometimes this can show up where it's kind of like, all right, our group of friends, toxic friend, finally leaves, but it's like, oh no, somebody feels hurt or heartbroken over it. you're cool, but they're not. There can be sometimes some issues, some heartbreaking stuff going on around there. But the Devil card reverse can also indicate good news about somebody that you care about leaving a situation that has created a lot of problems in your connection with them, or maybe your dynamic with them, whether it's a professional dynamic or a friendship dynamic, a relationship dynamic, or a family dynamic. But the purge is on. Your challenge this week is the Fool card reversed. And so with the Fool card reversed, a lot of the times it's about being shaky when we need to be ready to take a new step, holding ourselves back, not looking at new territory, not looking at new opportunities, or maybe even being in such a space where we kind of are afraid to take a leap that is overdue. Sometimes the Fool card reverse can be us staying where it's comfortable, but, well, maybe not comfortable, but familiar, not really allowing ourselves to take on good new opportunities. Or again, maybe we've just been sort of holding up the same old for too long, and the idea of adjusting or adapting is too intimidating versus just kind of, sticking it out where we don't belong anymore, or with what we don't belong anymore. A lot of the times the Fool card reversed, it's a warning against missing out on a lucky break because we're too closed-minded. And I'm saying this to myself as well as a Libra rising, so I'll be on the lookout too. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the King of Cups reversed. And the King of Cups reversed is indicating here that there could be something coming up this week where a partner or a spouse or maybe a love interest, new or known, is in a way drowning in their sorrows. Now, I'm not saying everyone's going to be running out and getting pissed drunk, but with the King of Cups reversed, we can often see somebody, letting their insecurities, letting maybe their darker feelings or their lower emotional tendencies just kind of run the show. And with the King of Cups reversed, this could be a time where you need to be ready to be a bit tougher. And especially in situations where you're noticing a person might be letting their moodiness or their emotional behaviors kind of take over the story of the relationship, right? Maybe they're insecure or they're anxious about something, and they're self-sabotaging or creating a lot of collateral sabotage. Or there's something going on here where it's like they're refusing to deal with the core issue, so they're kind of taking it out on something else in another way. You might have to be ready to face some of that this week, and and take it on head on. And that can also apply to those of you who are single or are available to new people. Sometimes people who probably you shouldn't be going out that night decide they're going to go out on a date that night, and so just keep an eye on this. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.